From his lonely bubble at the center of it all, Donald Trump watched and raged. "Sorry, but this is years ago," he announced to the world. Also, there is no collusion. The ritual may have been familiar, the angry tweets, the isolated, obsessed president. But no cries of fake news could shake the sense, on the morning of October 30, that this time the Trump presidency was entering a new and dangerous phase. No amount of distraction or deflection could alter the hard fact of the first criminal charges. Up until now, the Russia scandal has been an ambient hum of speculation and innuendo. Now it's a legal case. With the indictments of 2 top former campaign aides to the president and the guilty plea of a 3rd former advisor, the specter that shadowed the administration from the start has become a reality. It was all there in the 12-count indictment, headlined by the charge of conspiracy against the United States. The 1-2 punch thrown by special counsel Robert Mueller knocked out any remaining hope Trump might have had that the Russia investigation would fizzle. To the contrary, the indictment of Paul Manafort, Trump's one-time campaign chairman, alleges that the president's campaign was run, for a crucial period, by a foreign agent who had worked on behalf of a Putin-friendly regime. Manafort, the court filings charged, laundered tens of millions of dollars and evaded taxes while serving as an unregistered bagman for the political operation of the Russian-aligned Ukrainian strongman Viktor Yanukovych. And then he went to work for Trump. Even after Manafort was pushed out of the campaign, his business partner Rick Gates, who was also indicted, remained in Trump's orbit. He's demanding loyalty, and I'm afraid he's going to continue to get it from Republicans, because he's still popular among the Republican base, says Peter Wenner, a former aide to President George W. Bush and a Trump opponent. Certainly he has the loyalty of the conservative media. As Mueller turned up the heat on Trump, Fox News and the Wall Street Journal suddenly began to argue that the special prosecutor was out of control and should resign. It's all of a piece with Trump, Wenner says. It's confrontation, it's unrelenting conflict, it's one civic guardrail after another pulled out of the ground and tossed aside. The chaos has disrupted the left too. Outraged and mostly powerless, Democrats feuded in the wake of the charges over how to press the Russia issue. A top party donor, Tom Steyer, has pumped $10 million into ads calling for Trump's impeachment, even as the party's tacticians try to steer the conversation to higher ground. The Mueller probe also claimed a Democratic power broker, as the super lobbyist Tony Podesta stepped down from his firm, which had worked with Manafort on his Ukrainian campaign. In the exhausting cycle of scandal and outrage that defines the Trump presidency, every development can seem like just more noise, a day-long freak-out that will be forgotten in a few weeks, superseded by the next series of fights. The Mueller matter, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said, is an investigation that, frankly, most Americans don't care too much about. With reporting by Nash Jenkins/Washington.